Lighting patterns for photographers and filmmakers. In this video, I'm going to show you several lighting patterns using just one light. These patterns have been used by photographers shooting portraits, but there are also essential lighting patterns for filmmakers. Let's get started. First, I set up a black backdrop in the background of our shot so that you could really focus on the light on our subject. Our first lighting pattern is called split lighting. Split lighting is simply lighting half of your subject's face. It creates a very dramatic look. Split lighting adds mystery to a shot. Simply place your light 90 degrees to the left or right of your subject. You can leave the unlit side of the face in complete shadow, or you can bounce some fill light into it using a white card or a second light that's not as bright, depending on the mood you want to create. Loop lighting is our next pattern. Loop lighting is made by lighting the subject from about 45 degrees in front and above them. This creates a nose shadow that loops down at an angle onto their cheek. You can also use a fill light if desired on the shadow side of their face, although most of their face will already be lit. Our next pattern is Rembrandt lighting. For Rembrandt lighting, place your light source higher than the subject's head, to the left or right side of them, and aim it down at their face. Keep adjusting the position of the light or the position of the subject until you see a small triangular lit shape on the shadow side of the subject's face on their cheek. I also like to make sure that some of their eye is lit too. The shadow is created by the nose, so it may take a little adjusting to get this pattern right, as everyone's nose is different. This pattern was used in paintings by famous Dutch artist Rembrandt. It creates a classic look. You can use fill light if desired. Our next pattern is butterfly lighting. Butterfly lighting is achieved by placing the light source above the camera. It creates a butterfly-shaped shadow under the subject's nose. It creates a glamorous look. You can place a bounce card under the subject's chin out of frame if desired to reduce shadows. Broad lighting. Broad lighting is where the subject is lit from the front side of their face that is closest to the camera. It often makes a subject's face look wider or broader, less of the face is in shadow. The opposite of broad lighting is short lighting. Short lighting is where the subject is lit from the side of their face that is farthest from the camera. It creates a slimming effect because more of the face is in shadow. I particularly like this pattern. I feel like putting the shadow side of the face closer to the camera is more dramatic. Use fill light if desired to reduce contrast. While we are at it, let's get a few definitions out of the way and show you an example of each. They are high-key lighting and low-key lighting. High-key lighting refers to a scene that is more evenly lit. It's a low contrast setup. You'll sometimes see this look used in comedies. Low-key lighting is the opposite of high-key lighting. It refers to a dark scene with high contrast and dark shadows. You may want a look that is in between these two. The creative choice is yours. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe.